On the outside, I've grossed over $100,000 in the span of 3 months. I've owned and driven luxury cars, given my mom thousands of dollars, traveled around the world, and built a wholesale company that generates a teacher's salary every 30 days. But is what I had to do, who I had to lose, and what I had to sacrifice worth all of the success that you see today? I'll let you decide. If you're a wholesaler making under $10,000 a month, I recommend you watch this entire video because I'm going to be very vulnerable and unveil the dark truth of making $30,000 a month within your real estate business. What you're about to watch is one of my members only calls where I share everything about this business, information that people in this industry are scared to admit. This is not for everyone. By the end of this video, you will know if you're mentally strong enough to handle the pressure of success. And if you truly come to the realization that you are ready for this life, I want you to visit the link down below. Let's talk one-on-one. Is me unveiling everything that's going on in the business, letting you know what's going good, what's going bad, so you guys can understand how the current market is and what it looks like whenever you get to 20, 30, 40, 50K a month. Each level has its own set of problems. That's what I've learned. Once you get to 0 to 10, okay, that's just like learning about the vehicle. Then when you go from 10 to 20, okay, now you're like learning how to systemize the vehicle, tracking KPIs. 20 to 30, that's just scaling. So how do I put more input? 30 to 40, you're more technical. Now you're learning the systems on how to actually develop systems. Then from 40 all the way to 100, all it is hiring, just management. That's all it is, nothing else, just straight management. For me to go from 30 to 40K right now, all the way to 100 is just hiring more people and training them every single day. That's all it is. So I want to show y'all this little presentation I put together for you guys. To go from 0 to 30K, you don't have to be this special person, right? I was a YouTuber, a TikToker. That's all I was, right? And then I just started to learn real estate just like you guys were. I got mentors, I bought courses, and that's how I was able to get to where I am today. Now, when it comes to the 30K a month, this is what my business looks like. This is the first 3 months of 2024. So this is January, February, March, April is not on here yet. I'm gonna show you guys this every quarter. So this is the first quarter. So I've already crossed 100K for the first quarter. These are my markets. These are my assignment fees. These are when they were closed on, right? This is to kind of give you the idea of where I'm kind of playing at right now. So Illinois and Texas, I don't like Texas, but Texas has been doing really good for us, especially on novations. Same thing for Illinois. When it comes to Texas, I'm doing a lot of novations, but for Wiley and this Waco one, that was sold just from an investor from networking out in Texas. So because I live here, I have a pretty big network here. Now, Baytown was sold by Jace, Lawton was sold on market. So I'm really big on novations right now. Moving forward, I'm gonna be doing a lot of novations. Is this all profit? No, right? So January, February, March, April, these are gonna be my expenses. In January, I spent $1,600. February, I spent $2,000. March, I spent $2,000. April, I spent $3,000. Now, it's not a lot. I'm still running at a pretty high profit margin, but this is what it's gonna cost to hit that. You're not just gonna get 30K in the bank account and be like, oh, perfect, oh, this is all right. No, it's gonna come with a lot of expenses, especially when you're at scale. I've been at scale for the past year. It always wasn't like this. This was at probably like 5, 10. There was 1 month I did 15 just in expenses. Now you make it all back, but you're like learning. You're gonna spend more just learning. My advice to you guys are going to make the money. When you make the money, do not spend it on a car. Do not spend it on an apartment. Spend it on the experiences, on the learning curves of scaling a business. I've hired the wrong people. I've hired an agency. I've hired a team of cold callers. I spent a lot of money failing. That's what your first 100K is gonna be for. Your first 100K is not to blow on a car or even retire your mom yet. Yes, you can give back to your family, but that first 100K is so you can sustain what you just built for years. So what is the secret formula to hit 30K to 40 to 50 to 100K every single month? This is what I'm doing. This is the only formula you need. It's nothing special. I don't want you to overcomplicate it. The formula would be market times marketing volume and minus sales experience. That is all. I'm in the right markets. I'm putting in a lot of volume in those markets. I have a lot of input in those markets, which means my output just comes out naturally, right? And then minus sales experience. So digital real estate. The blueprint, if you guys didn't notice, is set up into 2 different components, right? The first component is just gonna be digital real estate, which is just marketing. Then there's gonna be the certified closer, which is just sales. That is the only thing you need to scale your business right now. Now, once you get past this, there's other things. That's management, right? Leadership. All you need is marketing and sales. So with digital real estate, it teaches you how to find the market, how to pull the list, and how to actually run a marketing campaign. Then certified closer is how to talk on the phone, how to build rapport, how to negotiate, how to build a relationship with a seller where they never see you and still sell you their home over the phone. This is all it takes to get to that point. Don't overcomplicate it. The more input you put in, the more you will get out. Let me go ahead and show you my current CRM. So I'm not perfect, right? So this is going to be for Hive Real Estate. So my current targets are 6,000 contacts every single month. That's between 3 different cold callers. Daily follow-ups. I suck at follow-ups. I don't like doing follow-ups. Y'all don't like doing follow-ups. No one likes doing follow-ups every single day, right? I'm not perfect with follow-ups, but I try my best. And then I want to make 30 to 50 offers every single month. For this month, this is my current CRM, so I do have a junior acquisition, but this is going to be just for me whenever I'm on the phones. I missed 4 days of follow-ups. I've gotten 5 contracts, and I made 21 offers. Remember, the only reason I'm able to do this is because of my markets, my marketing volume, and my sales experience. So if you guys are getting all these leads, you're probably not going to make 21 offers, and you're probably not going to get 5 contracts when you make 21 offers. You might get 1, but it's just going to come with your sales experience. So for anyone who's scared to get on the phones, get on the phones as fast as possible. Learn how to talk. Learn how to talk every single day. I've made probably over 1,000 different offers in the past 3 years. That's the only reason I'm able to get 21 offers and turn them into 5 contracts. This is what I have in my escrow. Now I have an estimated of 80,000 closing. Am I gonna close 80,000? Probably not. There's gonna be a buyer who comes in and finds something wrong with the rehab, and we gotta knock off 10,000. The seller's gonna back out of the contract. We just lost that contract. Not all my contracts go through. I just have volume. If I get 5 contracts under contract for the month, not all of them are gonna close. Maybe 2 or 3 are gonna close. That is wholesale real estate. That is the reality of this business. And I want you guys to know that. Every time you get a contract, cross your fingers and just hope for the best, because your foundation might break while it's under contract. Your seller might get some type of sickness while it's under contract. So many things happen. So prepare for that. Moving forward, how have I done that? So these are my current inputs. For January, between 2 cold callers, I did 1,200. February, I did 2,800 contacts. And in March, I did 3,100 contacts. I'm not on the phone cold calling. These are between cold callers. Leads, we got 64, 133, 147. Offers, that was 13 made, 17 made, 21 made. Closed contracts, 3, 3, 3. These are closed all the way from signed to check-in bank account. Under escrow, 8, 10, 5. Like I said, you are not going to close every single contract. It's impossible. The biggest wholesalers that are doing 100 to 500K a month do not close every contract. It's a volume game. Put in as much volume, get as many under contract as you can, and pray for the best. It's not pray for the best, but like kind of at the same time, like 50-50 pray for the best is gonna be luck, then it's gonna be the strategy. How are you marketing it? How are you displaying it? That's how it works. 30K a month issues. So these are the current issues I'm facing in my business. My business is not perfect. Training a skilled team. Whenever you're trying to get past 30K a month, you're going to need to hire. You're not gonna be able to sustain that by yourself for a very long time. You're going to get burnt out. Unless you have like this crazy motivation to wake up every day and just hit it for the 365 days, I don't have that. But yeah, once you kind of start feeling you're burnt out, you need to start hiring that out so you can put your focus on other things. So training a skilled team is not easy. I have to train them every morning for 30 minutes, Monday through Friday, right? Monday through Friday, I'm on the phone with one of my team members. They just need help with everything. Sustaining a market for longer than 5 months. So as you guys know, our strategy is finding smaller markets because we don't want to compete in Dallas. We don't want to compete in Michigan or Detroit or Arizona or Cleveland, Ohio. Our strategy is, how can we find a small market with no competition? The downsides of that is you're going to squeeze everything out of that market. So the longest market I've ever had was Springfield, Missouri. It's a decent market. It's a great market. But here's the thing. I've squeezed every single piece of list, softwares, county lead, everything I could out of that market. Once you get to that point, what I'm doing right now is I'm switching to PPC. So you're going to start off cold calling in that market, squeeze everything you can, then you're going to run PPC campaigns. PPC campaigns are basically Google, Facebook, TikTok campaigns to market to sellers, and then they'll fill out a form for you. And then spending time with friends and family. If you guys want freedom, stay under 30K a month. You can survive off 10, 20K a month. Spending time with your family is going to be super hard past that 30K because you're managing a team 24/7. You're running a business 24/7. It is a sacrifice that you have to make until you get this down. Once you train a skilled team, that's when you can spend time with friends and family. I don't have the most time to spend with friends and family right now because I'm scaling the business. I'm currently taking the business to 40, 50, 60K a month consistently. So I already let my friends and family know, like, hey, probably until like Q3, I can't spend as much time with you. So I try to like make Sundays my days where I spend time with my mom. I take my mom out for a nice dinner once a month. That's the things that you have to kind of set up and just let everyone around you know, hey, I'm not going to be available, but it's what I'm trying to build for the future. I'll be there for you in the future. And if they're real, they'll stay with you all the way until that future. But it's just all about that sacrifice. If you guys don't want to make that sacrifice, which not everybody wants to do, stay under 30. You can make 10K a month, live a very great lifestyle, and spend time with your family. You don't need 30K a month. That's what everybody wants, but it's not necessary. But in order to hit that, your current self is not going to do it. Like I said, making those sacrifices. It's all the small things that lead up to the bigger picture. If your goal is 10, 20, 30K a month, and you are not doing that right now, yes, you have the blueprint to get there. Even if you do everything in that blueprint, you have a 75% chance, because making the money that you want to make is not what you do, it's who you are. All right. So if you make a lot of money with bad habits, you're going to lose the money instantly. So that's going to be, are you taking care of yourself? What are the things that you're telling yourself? What time do you wake up? How hardworking are you? What is your work ethic? If people say, hey, come out to the club right now, are you saying yes or are you saying no? What are you doing on the weekends? What do you do with your free time? Are you reading? Are you educating yourself? Are you doing research on little things about real estate so you can be even further educated? Are you watching the blueprint 3, 4, 5 times a week just to make sure you have everything down? Are you reviewing the notes that you take? It's who you are. So think about the person you are right now. Understand that that person right now cannot hit your goal. In order to hit your goal, you need to become the person you would admire. Don't look up to celebrities. Don't look up to Kevin Hart. Don't look up to Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Don't look up to me. Look up to the version of yourself 5 years from now. How do they dress? How do they hold themselves? What are they eating? What time do they wake up? Do they go to the gym every day? Do they go on walks every day? How do they introduce themselves? Is their room clean? Is their house clean? Where do they live? Think about those things. And then your mission every single day is to not only do the blueprint, but do the steps to become that person. And just naturally by becoming that person is when you be able to achieve everything. This kid could not do anything I do right now. He did not wake up before like 12. He didn't go to the gym. He didn't have confidence, right? He wasn't doing affirmations. He didn't believe in spirituality. He really had a trash relationship with God, right? This is just me personally. He was very selfish, stuff like that, right? So I wasn't able to get the things that I have now as that person. As I destroyed that person, I was able to get everything that I wanted today.